Okay, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and announce the next group. We got some Sac City alumni getting ready to give you some good words. We got the Ethnic Theater Workshop X. Come on, Sac City, give a hand for the Ethnic Theater Workshop X.
Now we're back. We started here in 2005. We are independent now. We are grown people. We are professional artists and spoken word poets. So we will be here on the 10th for a whole hour. But this is a small preview of what you're going to get. Give it up for Ethnic Theater Workshop.
Middle-class dreams, hipster-isms, and bitch capitalism. We have bought, borrowed, sold, put up for trade. We have unmade ourselves as copies of pre-neurotic notions and industrial potions, spilled over psychoanalytic leather in positions of sexual regressions. For every strand of fake pearls and false glasses that one needs in order to be seen without really seeing, for everyone who switches out their personas, sans gratis for consumer icons, Nikons, and Nikes, is there but 1% who uses mercantile wisdom in the perception of knowing quality over quantity, and the sanctity of knowing worth over price? Yo, men, do you think it's nice to leave the roll of dice to a head you've never seen? Can we stay so grounded and remain on our feet, at our knees, before our necks touch the chopping blocks, and our landscape explodes like Dresden, and we all fall as dolls amongst posies? Let us address, then, the last quaking dollar, the last one clinging to the end of autumn, just to pay rent as tenement, to our wealth as fellow human beings, and eschewing denial for the inevitable. This universal fabric tears when you are no longer in the world, but of it. And all of the notions and potions, which all seem so valid, seep malice into your perception of wanting a thing to satisfy a want, and needing a thing to satisfy a want. What you own cannot be bestowed or disowned by an old crone or political crows, who wait countless hours to devour that which is unguarded by cowards. Check your balances. Take your chances. What you want is in the utmost branches and won't be given to prayers on bent knees, but maybe with a little elbow grease and a kindly place please, you'll see that it all adds up to more than just apples.
Thank you.
That's very incredible and so immaculate. I'm going to try to match that. All right. Your friends mentioned to me how my desires betray my intellect, how I see amnesia when it comes to your current situation. Never would I seek to add confusion to your heart or the risk losing the one thing I cherish the most, our friendship. I know one time X marks the spot where my current dreams wish to reside. It's just that I know you want more. I'll be there at your wedding, my gift, the most expensive, my outfit, the most expensive, just to show my worth in the grand superficial. I kiss the left side of your face in case a tear escaped my right eye, cause I would never want to smell your makeup. I'm happy for you, it's just that I know you want more. Keep hopping in them puddles, baby. I'll be there for the birth of your daughter. Her outfit the most expensive, my gift the most expensive, just to show my worth in the grand superficial. I kiss her forehead and mention how she has your eyes. I'm happy for you, it's just that I know you want more. At your daughter's quinceanera, I'll be there in front of familia who wouldn't have accepted me, even though the blood of my blood is the very product of the heaven they seek. At your daughter's quinceanera, I'll be there, my gift the most expensive, my outfit the most expensive, just to show my worth in the grand superficial. I kiss her forehead and hug her like my own. Her outfit the most expensive, my gift the most expensive. And mention how she still has your eyes. I'm happy for you, it's just that you know I want more. So, what do I want?
More!
I want to stop falling. for the wrong ones. I want a kiss list more flawless than medals of gold, the petals of roses covering the signs of our vocabulary. Before you walk down that aisle and have your first child, I merely want to present to you my narrow-minded views that yours is a beauty best left to the foolish dreamers, best left to the crazy writers who attempt to capture more than just your beauty, who attempt to capture your attention. Do I have it yet?
Hell yeah.
Good. Now listen. No matter the current burdens, no matter the demands of those who see my intense praising as being a lost cause, I will continue to just be. Listen. I know that I say too much. I know that I do too much. I know that I am too much. But I know we could be much more. I'd rather die for my needs inside the world we create than to die for my wants inside the box I created. So I merely need to tell you what needs to be said. I know your friends are gonna hate this. I know he's gonna hate this, and I don't give a shh. But I wanna tell you something. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you that I know we both want more. Whatever that more may be. Thank you.
I suck at math. No, really, I do. And I feel like, in some ways, I'm an imposter. To the stereotype of my race, in desks that seem too big, fellow students, busy electrons orbiting around this dumbfounded nucleus, just to be sadly disappointed, cheating off my failure. Asian math wizard brainiac? No, I'm not that kind of Asian. I play piano, but if you say prodigy, I say, yeah, I like smack my bitch up. Because I want to be a fire starter, so violin, spelling bees, or figure skating gold weren't a part of my childhood dreams. I'm just not that kind of Asian. And I can't tell you how many times on primary color playgrounds, Chinese and Japanese were rhymed with dirty knees. But you'll never hear me plead for you to look at these because I'm not your $5 make you holla, sucky ducky, me love you long time kind of Asian. And I like to wear hats, but clearly doesn't match my wardrobe. And my closet isn't filled with mandarin collar dresses or silk kimonos. And if it's a mani-pedi you're looking for, there's a spa down the street because I don't do nails. I'm just not that kind of Asian. What I am is a proud descendant of sumo wrestlers, samurai warriors, and ancestors who built a wall that can be seen from space. Warring cultures wrapped in an embrace, jeans zippered together in cascading spiral ladders, birthing out this Asian American me. So, let me tell you this one ancient Chinese secret which doesn't have anything to do with laundry. It's that fortune cookies are processed and packaged, and I know I'm not supposed to tell you this, but in bed was invented in Japan, and I'm not the kind of Asian that can stand out telling you that every 1 and 2 fortunes are identical. It's just that we know how to use words well enough to mix them up to make you feel special. But I'm also not the kind of Asian that will tell you folding 1,000 paper cranes will only give you sore fingers and paper cuts. Because I believe the beauty and calm meditation brings the soul is truly good luck. So, if you listen closely, my friends, you'll hear my taiko heart beating out this flower drum song, but don't go looking for me 5 paces behind any man. Just look here. Because all of what you see is me, and you'll find no memoirs of a geisha in my journals, nor postage stamped across my back, a wrapped and packaged Oriental Barbie feet bound for a promised land that doesn't exist. So hopefully, Ginsu words have sliced through this aluminum stereotype to show that really we all just bleed human. And I'll continue to be a universal donor of truth because black belts aren't given out at birth like cigars, and Oriental is a word used to describe things, not people. So, if I catch you staring at the color of my skin, slant of my eye, or swagger of my step, don't be surprised if I ask if you want me to take a picture since it lasts longer. Because you know what? I am that kind of Asian.
That's what I'm talking about.
used to skip church on Saturdays to play in the rain, and in the last 10 minutes of Mass, come back in to take the host in and say amen. I never knew what it meant back then. It took years after I gave up the faith to learn that amen is just an affirmation, not some magical phrase that puts your words on a fast track to God. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? And so it shall be. Lord, forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Amen. It's a statement about the human condition, a resolve that you will strive to become whatever it is you just said. And even though those words have long since lost their mysticism with me, I still see power behind that core belief. There could be a prayer in every sentence we speak. Nope, I hope I can do it, or I really want to do it, but simply and so it shall be. No excuses, no confusion, just absolution. Amen. So I started writing a bunch of inspirational poems for myself, tagging that word at the end, and I realized all I did was create a bunch of prayers that said, I'll never do it again. I want to be a better friend. I want to strive to be a better man. My goal in life is to seek perfection. Amen. I guess what I'm trying to say is, faith has many shapes to it, and you never know what form it comes back in when it comes around again, but since the realization set in, it's become a part of who I am. I don't need to be a man of God to be a man of good intention. I just have to be a man. Amen.
For 18 years, I was convinced that anatomy equaled gender, as if this binary were an outfit. Don't forget to match your shoes to your belt. You believe this, and call yourself clever with every step you take away from body parts that don't replicate yours. Claiming your gold star status is not void if the man you just fucked has a vulva. Running away from women whose legitimacy you revoke every time you yell, I'm a lesbian because I don't like this. Because you call yourself an activist. Forgetting that the root is to act on it. You twirl silver around your fourth finger, hoping with every dollar of worth you'll escape its resemblance to the noose. Hanging from the T that mimics the word, cracking against your teeth, you'd rather focus on the pink tulips at your wedding than the rainbow your pride paints on the faces of those being met with murder for your privilege, like the histories you erase every time you forget that Stonewall was not a bunch of cis white gay boys, and there's still a list being read every year so we remember. But not all fights are created equal. We cannot be blood siblings if ours is not the one soaking into the pavement. You put drag queens on a pedestal, watching them exploit the everyday experiences of our sisters, defending their use of slurs because somehow their costume equals living and pronouns are too hard for you to remember if they don't submit to your assignments. You are not our teacher. We do not need to raise our hands to be heard, and to be a victim, you must be innocent. A lack of acknowledgement can be just as lethal as arsenic, and who's in your bed does not cancel out your phobias, and each body is valid, regardless of what questions are answered. An angry trans community is not a trope to be used when your audience is waning, and your conscience will not heal just because you let fruit fall to the ground as you climb to the top of the tree. Because evolution shows that scavengers always get the last bite. Thank you.
Sacramento used to have dreams. Now the only dreamers stay sleeping with their eyes open. Smoke meth pipes like insomniacs, addicted to crack cocaine and aluminum foil. Soil tainted with infected syringes. There's an HIV epidemic with numbers so high that the high still find attendance in statistics. It's funny how a drug is. The city of trees is burning down slowly. Oxygen replaced with pig faces and skeletons that find peace in parks where little kids play. We tell our kids, stay away from them. Don't ever learn to beg like them. Ignore it till the days pass and its own family asking for a place to stay. Now what do we say to them? They place Superman logos on a poison, label it ecstasy. Mac Dre has become an addict's Martin Luther King, but what more would you expect from dreamers who don't sleep? Fizz is what it is until it reaches your kids. You don't know what it feels like to die while still breathing. My own friend tells me, hey, forward, grab your snow boots so that we can go skiing. But Sacramento, it's 90 degrees outside and my nose looks too damn good to still be standing in lines. I've seen time go by slowly. Sacramento used to hold me, led me to bridges, now it's smoking them. Crashing intellects until they intersect with reality, and they keep crashing, but we keep laughing like this is funny. Going dummy makes you special, so take a gold star and smile. I'll try to cry for you, but I'm too busy. Sleeping, dreaming, living, breathing, being everything that eyes with no souls can't see. Sacramento has been blindfolded. Cracked heads think that crackheads are only people who do crack. I guess that's the reason why Sacramento Kings don't have any rings besides the ones that we blow. Hope for change, but common sense would have let you spend days ago. I guess the bottom is beautiful when you're not strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet. This concrete will get you nowhere but cemented in the city. Lost mothers try to find daughters that could have been heroines. Instead, hooked onto a fake Superman that makes them mistake falling for flying. Lost fathers are only found under a moon that's too far away to see how beautiful a sun could shine if raised right. The daylight is like kryptonite in my city. Sacramento can't hold me, I'm too fast to speed, and when I start to get tired, I sleep. I'm not a superhero. I'm just a dreamer watching a city that could be so much more if you just opened your eyes and realized it doesn't take a hero to save you.
Nice. Yeah. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way he moves makes me feel like I can't live without him, and it takes me all the way. They met alongside the tracks. He was a grease monkey marionette on federally governed strings, dressed in tan Carhartts, covered in black gold. His handshakes left handprints of a working man. Minimum of 7 to 9, he works a 14-hour grind. Extreme labor feeds his need for suffering. A blue-collar man working his fingers to the bone, head and heart frozen in time, but he conducts business as usual. As if his life were fine because he has sold himself a vision. Blue-collar dollar dreams, picket fences, and a woman who cooks and cleans, trifecta. Successful in all 3, but still unhappy. Round and around and around and around we go. Keeping bent up stress a secret, he puts it in his lover's heart-shaped locket for her to keep it. Seeing home only 4 days a month for a man in this condition, it isn't enough. Once he gets there, leaving is rare. Staying in to collect dust like a forgotten antique, avoiding issues they don't speak. He keeps his 5150 secrets locked in his attic. She tiptoes down creaking floors, trying to stay within his baseboards, feeling out of his mind most of the time. The thoughts creep through his head. Oh, now, tell me now, you know. Their house cried mostly in the wintertime. Overcasting frustrations and tonal rainstorms, filling cups half empty. Pessimistic tropical depressions came in summer too. Bipolar sunshine occasionally squinting through. Home again. 2 weeks of mail packed to the brim. Bills for this home he never sees. Trapped in his attic, bills for 2 days he reads. Never any relaxation. This is his situation. Oh, now, tell me now, you know. His Italian blood boils like a bitter sauce. Stainless steel blades begin blowing off steam down from his attic in the kitchen. His lover finds him and screams, ooh, 'cause I need this whole gone. He grasps her locket with his 2 faces of a lie and agrees to continue to try. Trusting his words, the cost will be too high. For 3 years, I cleaned red bubbles from our kitchen floor until the day he got his hands on a knife and just couldn't take it anymore. So I keep his secrets locked in my attic, pushed in a dark corner. I keep my baggage, real love, true love. My first love, lost. A mistake I made assessing his cost, leaving me only our old issues to contemplate. Codependent depression, a heartfelt dysfunctional lesson. His dry blood will always bubble in the slick surfaces of the back of my mind, second-guessing heart-based decisions, because in reality, there's no rewind. We are Ethnic Theater Workshop. Angela D. Alforque at City College founded us, and she left us to Hawaii, but we are keeping this going in her spirit. We love you guys and we really appreciate your attention today. You can catch us other places. Follow us on Twitter at ETWSlam. You can find us on Facebook, if you're still on Facebook, at ETWSlam. You can find me at 916 Jenny, and I will put you in contact with who you need to be with, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, City College.